Okay. Yeah. So as I told that we can have we can roll the papers and make stick, or you can use ice cream sticks where you can have these punctuation marks, and whenever you whenever you read any sentence, you can ask the students to pick up the right punctuation puppet, stick puppet. Okay. For example, if I speak the sentence, how are you? So the children will pick up. Can you type in the chat box what they will be picking up when I say, how are you? You have to write in the chat box. Yes. Yes. Okay. And when I say, wow, what a lovely day. Wow, what a lovely day. Yes. Yes. So this way you can make them play games based on punctuations. Okay. Then for this is possessive adjective. When you have a naming word, okay, when you have a naming word and that naming word shows belongingness. For example, if you have kept your cameras on, we can play the game. Yes. Can you all type in the chat box? Femis. So I will say her. What naming word you can put after her? When you look at the screen, when you look at Femi and I say her, what it can be? Her. It can be her. Her smile. Okay. Her pouch. Okay. Her scarf. Yes. Her dress. Okay. Her headphones. Okay. Her pen. Okay. Her. Okay. Okay. And what about Victoria? Her. What you can put as a naming word? Her specs, her glasses, her earphones, her pen, okay, her books, her hair, her voice, her chair, okay. Can you see anything in her room? Her room. What is there in her room? Her almirah, her curtains, her, okay. Can you all turn on your video and we can peep into your rooms and find out what you have, and we can just play this game? Her study table. Okay. Yeah. And okay. For Sana, what you can write? We can hardly see anything behind Sana. Her fan, okay, her window, her toys, her bed sheet, her cushion, okay, her curtains. There, I can see a small dress also there. A t-shirt, okay. So whose t-shirt it can be? Can you write in the chat box? A small t-shirt hanging. Whose t-shirt it can be? His son's. So you can, what you will say? His t-shirt. Okay. Their t-shirts. Okay. My t-shirt, your t-shirt, his, her, your, is, our. Okay. So for the classroom, we can say our classroom, our session, our workshop, right? So these are possessive pronoun adjectives where you have the naming word and there is a possession, there is a belongingness. Okay, so they put on their coats, I put on my coat, he puts on his coat, we put on our coats, she put on her coats, you put on your coats. Okay, so my shirt, your book, his pillow, her dog, its bone, our bird, your house, their car, These are possessive adjectives. So color and action will be same for adjectives. We know blue color and we know the action. Okay. Okay. So can you find any possessive adjectives in this paragraph, which is there on the screen? Can you write possessive adjectives which are there in the paragraph given here? You can type in the chat box. Yes. With the naming word. I want you to write with the naming word. Your quote. Saima has written your quote. Okay. Your books. The paragraph which is given at the bottom of the page. Yes, her coloring book. Rincy has written, Victoria has written my favorite book. Yes. His quote, Saima has written, Rincy has written our colored pencil. Yes. Okay, so the children have to underline with blue. Now, as I have told you that there are so many actions and colors for all the parts of speech, what you can do now is you can take this paragraph and you can ask the children to color or underline all the naming words with black, to underline all the pronouns with pink, to underline all the action words with red, to underline all the adjectives with blue, to underline all the adverbs with orange. So this is called parsing of the sentence, where the children will identify the parts of speech which we have taught them, and they will underline it with the specific color, and you'll come to know very easily whether the child's concepts are clear about naming words, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Okay. Irregular verbs. What are irregular verbs? Sorry, first we will do this continuous. So again, we have done I am, you are, we are, they are, he is, she is, it is. So now we can play game with them. We can do some action and they all will sing, I am running, you are running, we are running, they are running. But he is running, she is running, it is running. So they practice through the rhymes, helping verbs, that is subject verb conjugation. Okay. So I draw a picture in my sketchbook. If you have to rewrite this sentence, how would you rewrite this sentence in present continuous? Can you quickly type in the chat box? I draw a picture. Yes, Victoria is the first one. Okay. They play football. They play football. Who is the first one to write? It in present continuous. They play football. Sirisha. They are playing football. Good. The little dog yaps loudly. Who is the first one to give the answer? The little dog, Sharon, well done. We jump on the trampoline. Who is the first one to write? Somebody has already answered this one first. We jump on, okay, Sumia, we are jumping on the trampoline. Okay, so whatever you are doing, whatever topic you are teaching, there should be more energy in the class. When you ask them to give the answers fast, they will be encouraged to participate more in the activities, and you can always give them coins, something as bonus points, where they can have teams and they can win the games, and that will bring more energy with the actions, colors, of course. You can change and have variations in your games. Okay, so we have done present and now past. So I am, you are, we are, they are, he is, she is, it is will become now I was, you were, we were, they were, he was, she was, it was. Okay, so when you have the present and past, so these are irregular. Why we call them irregular? Because the spelling is changed. Okay, When the spelling is changed and we do not simply put ed, then it is not a regular. When you put ed, it's a regular verb. Okay, but when you do not put ed but the spelling is changed, like when becomes worn, and there is no rule for that, sing becomes sang. Why? There's no rule. Okay, drink becomes drank, the spelling is changed. So these are called irregular verbs, which the children will have to learn. So you can give them the entire list and you can make them play some game like roll the dice game. They can roll the dice and get whichever number comes, they can make the sentence for that. So this is how you can make them practice more and more. And with the when the more they use these verbs, they will remember. Okay, again, this is for dictionary usage. And then we have, okay, expand the sentence. This is a lovely activity. I really love this. Now, what you have to do is the dash dog barked. Can you write a word, the dash dog barked? What can come in the fill in the blank? The dash dog barked. What you can write? Woof. The angry dog, the brown dog barked. The greedy dog barked. Okay, so this is adjective, blue color. This is the action. Brown. Okay, now for the next sentence, the dash dog barked. The brown big dog barked. The brown big angry dog barked. Can you add more words? I'm reading out your sentences. Please write in the chat box. Those who are watching live can write in the live chat. Angry little dog barked. Okay. What else comes to your mind? So this is how you can improve their vocabulary. The big hungry dog barked. Okay. Okay, now we have to expand this sentence more. So what we will be doing is the big hungry dog barked dash. What can come now? The big hungry dog barked dash. The big hungry dog barked loudly. Okay. Okay. So the dash dash dog barked dash dash at dash dash. What you can write? Who can give the longest sentence? I will give points to the person who will write the longest sentence. You have to expand the sentence by adding more and more words, and you have to write in the chat box. Those who are watching live can write in the live chat. Yes. The brown big dog barked at, okay, it just went. The brown big dog barked at the old oak tree, which has two robins. Now see, when you put which has, then it is again not a simple sentence, but it becomes a compound sentence, complex sentence, because you have used a relative pronoun here as a conjunction. I want you to expand the same sentence, not using conjunctions or joining words or relative pronouns. It should not be two sentences, two clauses. The same sentence, you have to add more prepositions and adjectives. The big hungry dog barked loudly at the baby boy. Yes, like this. The brown big dog barked loudly, fearless, loudly, and fearlessly. Okay. The big brown dog barked loudly at the small girl, at the small pretty girl. Okay. Yes, it has to be one single sentence, not two clauses joined with joining words, which we will be learning now as conjunctions joining words. So this has to be one simple sentence and not the compound or complex sentence. Okay. So now the next is the boy laughed, the rabbit hopped. So you have to expand these sentences. Can you quickly do that? The boy laughed. How you can expand the boy laughed, this sentence? The boy laughed. Expand the rabbit hopped quickly. Can you expand it more by adding more words? The boy laughed continuously. The rabbit hopped happily. Okay. The boy laughed loudly at the picture. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. The rabbit hopped for the carrot. Okay. So the boy laughed in a very dramatic mood. Okay. The rabbit. Okay. Good. So this is the way how you can encourage your children to participate in the games, in the activities, while learning grammar, while learning new words, while enhancing their vocabulary and learning English as a language. Comprehending also is a part of it, because you can have teams where they can talk to each other and then do the activity to understand a better way and implement it in a better way with the team spirit. So next is conjunctions, joining words, as I told you. So they, what is a conjunction? It joins two ideas or shows the relationship between two parts of a sentence. Actually, two clauses, we would say. So the color is purple and action is joining hands in hands. This is the action for conjunctions. Okay, this is the action for conjunctions. Okay, this is the worksheet given. Now, what are prefixes and suffix? Prefix are the first syllables like non and re that have their own meaning. Prefixes combine with words to create new meanings. Pre, view, super, star. Okay, so pre and super are prefixes. So this is the worksheet. Un, dis, miss, im, these are prefixes. So to teach them suffix and prefix, we have the subfish activity, where we have fish with three parts: mouth, body, and tail. Mouth becomes prefix, body becomes root word, and tail becomes suffix. So here we have only the word, the prefix and the root word. So prefix will go in the mouth of the fish here. So happy, what will come in front of happy? What will come? You can type, yes, unhappy. Patient, can you quickly give words? Can you type the words? Yes, impatient. Lucky, appear, behave, lock, do, take, agree, dress, possible, comfortable will become unlucky, unlock, disappear, impossible, disagree, great, uncomfortable. Okay, yes. So these are prefixes and the root words, and suffix will come at the end, like ed and ly. Turn, turned, quick, quickly. So talk, talking, ride, riding, look, looking, run, running, clapping, flying, hoping, swimming, sneezing. Now, there are some rules, okay? So the rule is for E, you have to drop E. Ride becomes riding. So here we have the rule, ride becomes riding. So E, drop your E, okay? Here we have the rule, CVC rule, N will get doubled, running. Clapping, P will double because last three letters are CVC. Fly, what will happen? What will be there? How would you write flying? Can you write in the chat box? Yes, so you simply have to put ing, but for hoping, you have to drop E. Swimming, M will be doubled. Sneezing, E will be drop, drop E. Jogging, G will be doubled. Copying, how will you write this? Yes, simply put ing. And for arriving, drop E. Okay. Yes. Then comes preposition. Okay, so let's play a game. And for that, I would like, Lorraine, do you have your mobile with you? Okay, so Lorraine will hide her mobile somewhere and you all will guess where she has hidden her mobile, and you will write in the chat box. Lorraine, can you first show your room to us? And then you will hide the mobile and everybody will guess in the chat box, and you have to simply say yes or no. Okay, you all can see what is there in her room. Okay, so you have to guess where she will hide. There is a table, there's a drawer, there's a chair. Please look carefully into her room Let her first hide. People are just giving the answer. She has not yet kept the mobile anywhere. It is still in her hand. Okay, so turn off your camera and then hide it somewhere. Turn off your camera, Lorraine, and then hide it and then let others. So people are coming up. Answers are first. Question hasn't yet put under the pillow on her table. She has not yet hidden her mobile. Let her first hide. Okay. So Lorraine, now read the chat and let us know, is it under the table? Is it under the chair? Is it under the book? Is it under the blanket? I'm just reading what options everyone is giving. Is it on the table, under the pillow, and under sofa, on your dressing table, where it can be under the cushions, where it can be on the bed, on the table, behind you, on the lap, under the table, still in the hand, next to laptop, on the bed. So many options are there. Now, Lorraine, please show where is your mobile. And then in her pocket, someone is writing in her pocket. So where is it now? Can you all see and tell me where is it? Where she has kept her mobile? On the table. Okay. So this is hide and seek game, which you can make children play in the classroom. You can ask anyone to hide something and the other children can guess, or you can simply ask them having something in your hand and then you can keep changing the position. Now, where is it? Now, where is it? Now, where is it? Now, where is it? So now, which part of speech are we talking about here? Prepositions. Okay, telling you the position. So prepositions. Now the color for preposition is green. Okay, these are the prepositions. I have already shared this PPT. Okay, so these are pronouns, prepositions, sorry. So these are the possibilities. You can have a soft toy and you can change the position. Like here, the snake, you can change the position of the soft toy and the children can guess, is it in, on, under, in front of, behind, beside, to the left, to the right. Okay. Then we have these other prepositions. Okay. So the color is green and the action is, this is the action. Okay. Why this is the action? Can someone tell me? What does this mean? I will unmute you and I want you to answer me why this action? Why this action? Why this action? Can you unmute and tell me?
Maybe the position can change.
The position, yes. It is showing the place here or there. Here, there, in.
No. Can someone else guess? Tell me a sentence where you have a preposition. Can you give me one sentence where you have a preposition? Yes.
The boy is inside the box.
Okay. So inside is the preposition?
Preposition.
Now, when I'm doing this, I'm connecting which word to which word? The ball is under the table. I'm connecting the ball with the table. The cat with the table. The cat is under the table. I'm connecting cat and the table, right?
Okay.
So subject, you are connecting the subject with the object, right? So that is why it is very important to have the object. Okay. I am sitting before laptop. So before I and laptop, subject and object. So here comes the difference between a preposition and an adverb, because when I say the cat is sitting down, and when I say the cat is sitting down the stairs, one down is adverb and one down is preposition. Tell me which down is adverb and which down is preposition.
The cat is sitting
down.
The cat is sitting down is adverb and the cat is sitting down the stairs is preposition.
Why? Can you tell me why? Why the cat is sitting down the stairs, down is preposition?
Because it is preposition. Yes, because it is showing the relation. Subject and object both are like visible here. And in the first sentence, it was not that. That's why it was adverb, and here it is preposition.
Yes. So you need to have object. When there is an object, then it is a preposition. If you don't have the object, then it is an adverb of place. We will be learning later. Right now, till now, we have done adverb like only ly words, softly, slowly. Okay, but then later on, we'll be studying adverb of time, place. So adverb of place is also down. Down is adverb of place also. But when you say down the stairs, then it becomes preposition. So this is how you can differentiate between
Connect the
adverb and
adverb and a preposition
so preposition is a connector, is a connecting link.
to
So
the
there has to be something where the subject we are connecting to the object. Okay.
object.
Adverb tells no. Adverb doesn't tell how the cat is sitting. Adverb can tell how, where, when,
Where,
okay.
when,
That we
why.
will be doing, how many times, to what extent, that we will be learning in the degree of adjectives. Sorry, the types of adverbs. So now we are doing a degree of adjectives, comparative and superlative, big, bigger, biggest, strong, stronger, strongest. So I want you all to quickly show me 3 things to show degree of comparison. Can you all show me 3 things to show the 3 degree of comparison? It can be small, smaller, smallest. What 3 things you can show right now on the screen to show the degree of comparison? Okay, Saima. Saima has shown 3 bottles. So you can
Yes,
say,
ma'am. Big, bigger and biggest.
okay, I have get, okay.
Just a second, ma'am.
Rougher, roughest.
We have to show also. We can see on the Rahana's screen also 3 bottles are there. Sana is holding 3 pencils to show the degree of comparison.
No,
Sumya has shared something in the chat box.
small,
Smoothest.
long, longest.
Okay, she has shown the towers. Yes, the towers, tallest, you can say. Now, mostly for a small word, having only 1 syllable or sometimes 2 syllables, we use ER and EST. But for the longer words, later on when we will do for higher levels, we will learn that when you have more than 2 syllables, it is more and most, not ER and EST. Okay, because the word already is a long word, and when you add ER and EST, it will become even longer. So to avoid that, we use more and most. But here the words are small, having 1 or 2 syllables. In that case, we add ER and EST. Again, you can see the rule here, CVC. That is why G will be doubled when you write bigger. So that's doubling rule when you add a suffix having a vowel beginning. A vowel beginning suffix when added, the last C consonant gets doubled. And if it is E, we drop that E and we add ER or EST. Okay. How will you write for the word angry? Can you all write in the chat box? How will you write the comparative and superlative degree of angry? Can you quickly find it out and write in the chat box? Angry, word angry, comparative and superlative. How will you write? So, can someone tell me why we are dropping Y? Because 2 I's cannot come together. Okay. So, sorry, shy eye, toughy Y rule will not be followed here because now it is not the end of the word. So Y will be removed and I will come. Because I does not feel shy to stand in between. I only feel shy to stand at the last. Okay. Any doubt still here? Anyone? No doubts? Okay. So let's move to grade 3 now. Pupil book 3. Now coming to syllables, how will you divide these words? We have done a lot on syllables in JollyPhonics. So how many syllables the word goalkeeper has? The word goalkeeper, how many syllables? You can unmute yourself now. How many syllables for the word goalkeeper? You can unmute and tell the answer. Someone has written in the chat box. How many syllables in the word? Is it 2? Rinzi has written 2. Sharon has written 3. Goalkeeper. When I say goalkeeper, how many syllables are there? Those who are watching live can also answer. How many syllables in the word goalkeeper? 3. Most of you have written 3. Yes. So goal and keep and okay. ER is a suffix. Remember that when we are writing syllables, we have to keep prefix and suffix separately. Okay. So goalkeeper, ER is a suffix. So you cannot have prefix and suffix in the same syllable. You have to separate prefix and suffix. So goalkeeper. You can have only one vowel sound. So which vowel sound? Can you all do the action for the word goal? Which vowel sound is there? Yes, O. And keep, which, can you do the action for the vowel sound here? E. Yes. Now ER is a sound which is having a schwa sound. Okay. What is the action for Yes. So this is the way how you can teach syllables. And the children should remember that in one syllable, only one vowel action can be there. Why we are doing action? So it becomes easy for them to understand, okay, this is the action for this syllable. So it cannot have another action in the same syllable. As you have one vowel action, that means that is one syllable. And then you'll have another action. So that will be the next syllable. So that is how you will divide. Okay, how will you divide uneventful? Uneventful. How many syllables? You can also check with chin bump method whenever your chin goes down. Uneventful. 3 times my chin went down. Uneven. Sorry, un, and then e, and then win, and then full. So it's 4 times, sorry. Okay, as I told you that we cannot have 2 vowel sounds in one syllable. So un is a prefix, e is a long sound, and then wind, where e is a schwa, and then full. So there are 4 syllables in the word uneventful. Can you tell me how many syllables in the word handkerchief? Please write in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. How will you syllabicate the word handkerchief? Can someone do this? Yes. 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 3. Good. Okay. So then we have, after syllables, we have this, all we have done, drop E, ing. Why we are just putting ing, and when we are removing, why we are removing IE here? Because 2 I's cannot come together. When you have to write the word dying. If you do not remove IE, then there will be, the spelling will have IEI, and there is no such spelling having IEI together. That is why we have to remove IE and put Y. Other rules we have already done. Okay. This is present continuous, which we have already done. Past continuous, was, were, and ing. Future continuous, will be. Okay. So will be, sleeping, will be, won't be, will be. These are future continuous. Okay. Now what are proper adjectives? Now, when we have done proper nouns, from proper nouns, if you make an adjective, it will be a proper adjective. Like India is a proper noun. So from India, when we make the word adjective Indian, then I has to be capital. So that's why it's a proper adjective, because I is capital in when you write the Indian tea. So tea is the naming word, Indian is the adjective. So Indian is proper adjective. So here you can see Australian dancers, Spanish dancers, Japanese flag, British flag, American burger, Canadian police officer, French book, Chinese junk, Indian tea. So all this will have A in Australia is capital. So Australia is proper noun, Australian is proper adjective. Then we have contractions using apostrophe. Okay. Now, whenever you have adjectives, when you add ly, that becomes an adverb, like heavy becomes heavily, selfish becomes selfishly, quiet becomes quietly, angry becomes angrily, bad becomes badly, quick becomes quickly, serious becomes seriously. So ly is adverb, which is made by the adjective. Heavy becomes heavily. Okay. What are toothbrush. Now, tooth is a naming word. Brush is also a naming word. But when you describe brush, what kind of brush it is? What kind of brush it is? It is a toothbrush, right? So, because the brush is described by the word tooth, so that is why tooth becomes adjective here. So when you have two naming words together, the first naming word is describing the second naming word, and that's why it behaves as an adjective. Okay. Can you solve this? The first one, which is the adjective here and which is the naming word here? Which noun is acting as an adjective in the first picture, first sentence? Can someone tell me? Yes, carrot will be the adjective. And cake will be naming. Carrot cake, rabbit house, mountain bike, tulip plant, diamond ring, apple tree, tomato and cheese sandwich. The first word will behave as an adjective. Why? Because they are describing the naming word which is coming after that word. Okay. I have to mute everyone because some noise was there. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next worksheet. So as we have seen adjectives becoming adverbs, here we are seeing that nouns are changing into adjectives by adding y. So dust is a noun, dusty, adjective. Spice is noun, spicy, adjective. Mud, muddy, noise, noisy, hair, hairy, spot, spotty, rust, rusty. Okay. How does this help a child? Because when you will read the word dusty, the child will ask whether it's a noun. He'll get confused. Then you will say that dust and dusty. Then he will understand that dust is a naming word. Dusty is the describing word. Adjective. Okay. Irregular. Now, irregular plurals, why we are calling them irregular? Because they are not following the rule. Any rule, adding s, adding es, adding ies, there's no rule for them. They are either the same. Sometimes it is same. Sheep remains sheep, fish remains fish, but sometimes the spelling is changed totally, like person, people, tooth, teeth, mouse, mice, cactus, cacti, man, men, ox, oxen. Okay, so spellings are changed. Foot, feet, child, children, spellings are changed. Okay. So these are they have to match and draw. This is the worksheet. Then we have subject and object. So we have already seen that prepositions connect the subject to the object. Can you all tell me, Zach eats an ice cream? Who eats ice cream? Zach. What Zach eats? Ice cream. So who is the subject and what is the object. Rose paints a picture. Who paints a picture? Rose, subject. What she paints? A picture. Now, can someone tell me the next sentence? Sam runs quickly. Is there any object there? You can do thumbs up and thumbs down to tell me. Sam runs quickly. Is there an object or not? No, there is no objects. Sam runs what? There is no answer. Like Rose paints what? Zach eats what? There is an answer. Zach eats what? An ice cream. Rose paints what? A picture. Sam runs what? There is no answer. So it does not have an object. Lucy is riding what? A horse. The dog frightened whom? The man. We sang what? There is no answer. He crashed what? The car. That's an object. The dragon was breathing what? Fire. Object is there. The author is writing what? A novel. They are singing what? A song. But when I say grandpa is sleeping, what? There's no answer. There's no object. Okay. Subject and object pronouns. So we know that if you start a sentence, it is subject. And when you end a sentence with something, then it's an object. So when I say I am teaching, I is the subject. You are listening to me is the object. Okay. I am teaching you. Okay. So I is subject, you is object. So if pronoun is coming at the end, it is an object. If pronoun is coming at the beginning, it's a subject. You hugged Granny, you is subject. Granny hugged you, you is object. I hit the ball, I is subject. The ball hit me is the object. Okay. So object pronouns are I becomes me, you remains you, but he becomes him. Okay. He phoned the school phoned him. She becomes her. I helped her. Okay. It remains it. They becomes them. Okay. So now what is the difference between possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns? We have done possessive adjectives. Now this is an activity which can be done to easily explain the children what is a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun. Pink is the color of pronouns and blue is the color of adjectives. So here you can easily see this is our car. R is blue in color, so that's an adjective. But this car is ours. That is a pronoun because it is not having any naming word. So adjective will always hold the naming word. Okay. Our car, your car, his car, my car. Because it is having the naming word, they are best friends. Adjectives and naming words are best friends. My car, your car, they are holding together. So that's an adjective. But when you do not have, because pronouns cannot have naming word. The role of a pronoun is to remove the naming word. So it cannot have the naming word, right? So this car is mine. This car is yours. This car is his. This car is hers. So those are pronouns because they are not holding the naming word. But my, your, when you say my bag, you're holding. So that's an adjective. But when you say mine, this is mine, there's no naming word. Or the book is mine, but mine is standing alone. When it is standing alone, it's possessive pronoun and not adjective. Okay. So the dog is mine is pronoun, but my dog is big, my is adjective. Okay, so possessive pronouns come at the end. So what is the difference when object pronoun comes at the last, but it is not showing possession? And possessive pronouns will also come at last, but they will show possession. They'll show some kind of belonging, that this belongs to this person, this belongs to this person. If it is showing belonging, it is a possessive pronoun which will come at the end alone. Okay. So that's the difference between object pronoun and possessive pronoun. Object pronoun will also come at the end, but it will not show any kind of belongingness. Okay. Then we have, what are these? Can you type in the chat box? How would you read these? No, it's not blend. They are not, it's not blend. What are these? When I say heel and heel, blue and blue, bear and bear, bury and bury, week and week, sun and sun. What are they? Same pronunciation. The words having same pronunciation are called what? Yes, homophones. So we can have this kind of game where we can cut these pairs and separate them, and they have to match the pair, the portion with the same, like heel and heel should come together, blue. So you can just have them scattered all around, all these cutouts, and then they have to quickly go and get sun and sun together. They have to quickly find flu and flu together. This is the game they can play to learn the spellings of homophones, and then you can always encourage them to make sentences to know the difference. So if I say sun and sun, 2 sentences. So what can be the 2 sentences for sun and sun? He is my son. Okay, the sun is shining bright. Okay, you can also have these kind of cards to understand. The meaning is different, but what you hear is the same, but what you see is different. You see the hair and hair different, but you hear hair and hair. You hear ring and ring, but when you see, it's different. When you see road and road is different, but when you hear it is same road and road. Okay. Also, you can explain with this kind of a picture. Okay, Julie found a long hair. Julie found a long hair. Both sentences, when you listen, same, but when you see, it's different. So these are homophones. And then we have collective nouns, group of words, a group of men, band, a group of actors, a group of librarians. Okay, how you make them learn is you can have these kind of cutouts. So they have to fix like the fish part will go to the school part only. It will be lock and key. Okay, so you can have these kind of cutouts where they can fix lock and key. Players will fit into team only. Trees will fit into forest only. You will have this kind of cutout. So they'll understand a group of fish is called school. Okay, these are collective nouns. You can have these kind of activities also. Okay, and this is the worksheet for collective nouns given in the Jolly Grammar book. And this is verb tense. Okay, so they have to match. She's tuning her violin. Quickly type in the chat box which tense it is. She's tuning her violin. Which, yes, present continuous. They are popping the balloons. Which tense? They are popping the balloons. They are popping the balloons is again present continuous. They pop the balloons. They pop the balloons will be? No. Why past? They pop the balloons. Simple present. They will be popping the balloons will be? They will be popping the balloons will be? Future continuous. Yes, Victoria is correct. They popped the balloons. They popped. They popped the balloons. Past. They were popping the balloons. They were popping the balloons. Okay. They were popping past continuous. And they will pop the balloons will be. So they will pop the balloons will be simple future. Okay, simple future. So this is verb tense. We call them verb tense, and the children solve this. Okay, so with this, we finish with that grammar 3 as well. And let me know if you